What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the second show. A little phthalo green in here. Some phthalo green, some sap green. We got all the greens, we got all the people. So make sure you're tapping on that sap screen, right? If we're using sap green, be tapping on your sap screen as we come up here and just start to lay down just 10 tons of color. My goodness gracious, just wherever we want to put it. Wherever, doesn't matter. Just want to have a little bit different, right? So we get a little of our blue onto the brush, and we'll drop that up here, and we'll just crisscrossy back and forth. Maybe drag our blue like, I don't know, why not? Why not? Go to bed, Bailey. Love ya. There we go, back in here. Zip, zap, zoop. A little bit of blue, a little bit of green. All over this sucker. And then we're going to do this like cavey cemetery that one of the followers, one of the moderators, one of the very bests, Airy Fairy Phase, came up with. She came up with this awesome idea and sent me like an acrylic version just on some sketch paper, you know what I mean? And I was like, that's really cool. I'm going to try to do that. And we'll make it some sort of crazy like cemetery scene since we've been on this cemetery kick. So, if you like this painting, it's because Airy Fairy Faye came up with it, right? Let's see. And then she gave me the keys, and I took hold of the wheel, and we created something crazy. All from a painting that she did on some sketch paper. So, let's come in here. We're going to clean off the brush. Now you know. How does Josh do the undercolors? Now you know. Now you know. I said that in one of my other videos that I edited that I have coming out soon. Like, how do you do the undercolors? Just put it everywhere. That's how you do it. Put it everywhere, all over the place. And then you're done. As long as you got a little bit here and a little bit there, then we know that we'll have enough. We'll be all ready to go. All right, just have it all blend in with itself. Bam, all set. Now we gotta wash that brush off again. But in any case, gotta have it nice and flat. You don't want to have too much paint in one area, not enough in the other area. Now, if you don't have a little stencil or a little cake pan or some sort of something, it's gonna be kind of rough to do the thing that we gotta do next. So what I'm talking about is the Paint with Josh custom cake pan. It's an 8-inch by 2-inch deep cake pan, right? And all we're gonna do is, there's so many like dried bits of paint around the edge of this thing, but we're gonna put it up here like this, right up at the top. It's gonna kind of look like a moon, but it's not a moon, and it's not a portal. You're gonna find out what it is right here. So let me load up a bit of white paint onto the brush, just pure white. Put it down here so you can see it, right? No matter what, it's gonna interact with all the colors that are on the canvas. So we're gonna take the white, boop, stick it to the screen like that, and come up here, just go around the edge, all the way around. It should change into those greens and blues. Wherever we had them is where it will change. Move your arm out of the way like that, and then you ready? Very cool, right? Now, you can use it as a portal or a moon, right? If we filled it all in, it could be a little moon. But again, that's not what we're trying to do here. And eventually what's gonna happen is we're gonna have a waterfall come out the bottom of this sucker. So, just prepare. It looks weird. It's like a big lollipop on a stick. Hang on. Just get a little lollipop action going on that thing. So, all we gotta do now is decide what we're gonna do. Maybe let's fill in. Why don't we grab our teeniest, tiniest little, smallest little brush. Where did it go? Aha! Found you. I only have like 50 different brushes. I'm not even lying. There's probably 50 different brushes on my table at one go. And this little guy is the little teeniest, tiniest little filbert brush you've ever seen. So we're going to take him like this, and load it full of paint. And we're going to come up, let's decide. You know what? Actually, we're going to use the same brush. Let's make a little aura around himself, right? Just a little poof out there. Some sort of something. Doesn't have to be crazy. Just got to be something, right? Then we're going to come in, we're going to start to mix out that little poof into just a little bit of like just a faraway something or other. Load our brush up again. Try to keep my big head out of your guys' way. Load our brush up just on the one side. Doesn't have to be on the other side, just the one side. Come up into our little spot right there. Push it flat. and then spin it around. And with a little teeny tiny brush, you should be able to keep a little teeny tiny, perfect little circle right out there, bright moon, shining with all this light around it, right? Very cool. And it's super easy to do. Super easy little technique. Don't have to get your finger dirty, right? Even though we wear gloves, I try to keep them nice and clean. I'm not doing a very good job so far, but I tried. I didn't say I was successful every time. I just said that I tried, right? That's all you need to do is try. Look at that. Cleaner anyway. Somebody wrote on my Facebook page, they go, oh, with your gloves being so pretentious. And I was like, how's my gloves being pretentious? He goes, oh, well, trying to act other, like more cultured or worldly. And I was like, again, how does me wearing gloves equal being more cultured or whatever? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to keep my hands clean. I don't get it. I don't get it. People can't just leave me alone. My gloves really, really irritate people. I don't know why. They just piss people off. Like, I don't get it. We're going to take a little bit of our... Why do I have a freaking horn hanging out of my hat this evening? Hi, guys. Welcome to Paint with Unicorns. We can't paint unicorns. We just attempt to look like them. Maybe paint with rhinoceros. Hi, welcome to the Paint with Rhinoceros channel. We're going to come over here like this and just up into it. Bam! Leave a little bit of darkness, a little bit of brightness, right, in between. So you got a little dark in between there. A little dark what? What do we call that little space in between? We're always talking about it when we're doing seascapes and such. So what do we call that little spot back there in between our little thing, between our colors? What do we call that little bit of action back in there? Dark separator, says my mod Anna. She knows. Jeff knows. Hannah knows. Man, Miss Squarepants knows. That's a cool one. We'll pin you right there. I tried to pin two other ones, but it wouldn't let me do it for whatever reason. Maybe it's the gloves. I don't know. Either way, we got somebody pinned. Dark separator. I'm just glad to know that everybody knows what the heck we're talking about out there, right? Now, don't worry about our outer edge. Remember, it's not a portal painting. It's going to be a cave entrance. So let's not worry about what it looks like. What we are going to do, though, is let's take... I basically wiped off the brush on a paper towel so there's not so much paint on it. Yeah, just out there like that. Let's take a little bit of our, just a little brush, and pull down a little mountain, just like a little pivot point back here, right? Coming down, filling up like a little triangle, maybe off the side. We'll go back this way. Little far away thing, keeping a little bit of dark space in between our clouds and our little mound back there. Who knows if it's a mountain or maybe a little hill? Who knows what's going on? But all you got to do, add a little bit of color to it. Right now, if we want to have a brighter side, we take a bit more white on the brush and let it interact with that green. And all of a sudden, we'll have a little brighter side to our hill, and a little softer, darker side maybe off behind our little bit of our cloud back there. Became darker and darker and darker, right? Just like that. Soft little bit of a little mountain. Maybe it's a little sand dune out there. Who knows? Whatever it is in your mind, right? Now, say we come down in here. We got to cut through that little bit. Right up close to it, though. We got to leave just a little dark separator back there. Maybe this guy goes up this way. Who knows? Now, from this area, we got to do the same thing. We want it to end up down here, but we've got to sort of fill it in using our little strokes to help bring it down, right? And then we leave some of these little streaks in there. They look really cool. Pop this guy off. Maybe we did a little bit too much in one direction, but we can change that easily. Watch this. Watch this. A little bit more white paint onto the brush, right? We come up a little bit higher up here. We're going to match our angle down like that, and then we're going to go off to the side like this, right? Now, we don't want to put too much of that fresh white paint onto this side. So, if we want to shadow it down, let's go back with a little bit of green. Just some straight up green on the brush, right? Shadow this side down, pulling it off in this direction. Very cool little color back there, too. Ooh, that's like super bright on the camera. Maybe we should take a bit of our dark blue as well, our Prussian blue. We'll bring this guy back. There we go. It's not so super bright green. That Prussian blue is a very deep, dark blue color. And so it'll take over most everything that we have back here. Turn into a little shadow just like that. My heck. My goodness. Wait. Didn't I say we were going to swear in this one? Didn't I say we were just going to let loose with our profanity? Would that irritate somebody? If I just like, normally I work very clean and I try to work in a clean manner, but we did say, you know, maybe it might be funny if we just let her ripped. But I don't know. I forgot to make the thing a 18 or older stream anyway. I forgot to even look for it, which is all good in any case, but who knows? What do you guys think? What do you think? So I can put the captions on. Or you got to turn it down. See, that's not what I want. I don't want you to have to turn it down just to be able to watch it in front of whoever you're watching it with, right? That's not what we want. So we'll just stay nice, clean, blue, Josh, and maybe every so often we'll just drop a fucking F-bomb like crazy. Who knows? Just if it just naturally comes out. I don't want to force it in there. You know what I mean? If we just do something and we're like, holy, and it just comes out, it's just going to come out. There's nothing we can do about that. Now, let's say, oh, you know what? Let's put a couple little trees back in here. We're going to switch to a darker color. And which 3 of these dark little bastards are we going to mix up in order to make a deep dark color that Paint with Josh likes to use all the time? Which of these dark colors are we going to mix? You got to tell me in the comments, and maybe I'll give you a little pin you in the comments there. Well, shit, says Jessie May. The BBC. You guys are crazy. Who was the first one to say it? Looks like I can't even read that name. What does that say? Oh, Diesel Cowboy. BBC. No, not the British broadcast channel. And no, get your mind out of the gutter. It's not that either. We're talking about blue, black, and crimson. We mix all those colors up like that. And let's say, maybe off here, we start popping in a couple little bits of like far away little treesies. Some sort of somethings as they come down and they pop in. Remember, guys, this one's available for sale. If you wanted to get it, you could get it. Available for sale on paintwithjosh.etsy.com. Make sure you go get it quickly, though, because some of the times they go fast. Somebody might want this one. It's very different from anything that we've ever done before. So, when it comes to things like that, people tend to snag them up. So if you want to get it, go to paintwithjosh.etsy.com. I don't know why I always do that when I do that. paintwithjosh.etsy.com. Go over there, check it out. Let's maybe bring our little river from way back here. Little skinny little guy. Bang, look at all those little dips and bobs and turns. That's wicked cool. Then we're going to come out, we're going to fall down. I'm going to show you how to make a really neat little teeny tiny little waterfall back there. Beep, boop, beep, beep. The Church of Spaceship Beep Boop. Bang, bang, bang. Bringing it to the edge, and then we're going to go down, but I want to get a much bigger brush if we're going to make a big old falls come out of it. Actually, it looks kind of neat, like a far away little falls like that too, though. I mean, when you think about it, it's kind of neat. Kind of neat. So, if this is the first time you're watching a Paint with Josh video, tell me where you're watching from, or, let me back that up. If this is the first time you're watching a Paint with Josh, or the 1,000th time you're watching a Paint with Josh video, make sure you tell me where you're watching from and what would be your favorite last meal. The Earth is about to fall into a black hole in an hour. You got 1 hour to DoorDash whatever you want, right? For whatever reason, the DoorDash workers are still working. So DoorDash whatever you want for the last hour on the planet. What are you going to eat, right? What's your favorite thing? What are you going to eat for that very last hour? I mean, for me, it changes on the day, right? Like, could be a double cheeseburger from McDonald's with extra cheese. Could be. Could be Habit Burger like we had tonight. Oh my God, Habit Burger, I love you. I love my little rhinoceros horn too. Habit Burger. Oh, what were we doing? Oh, we're gonna put some white paint on this brush. So you guys tell me, what would be your favorite last meal? You gonna have steak and lobster? You gonna go like surf and turf with some shrimp? What are you having? Tell me in the comments. We'll come back and read a few. Let's see. Oh, we got prime rib, a seafood platter, sushi for our last meal. Can Paint with Josh, you're going to have me for your last meal? You filth. Thai food, steak fajitas, wonton soup, cheesecake. Just going to have a whole cheesecake for your last meal. A grilled cheese. Oh, what was that? Classic burger with bacon, no tomatoes or onions. Oh, you're messing up, right? You need to switch that. You need a classic burger with tomatoes and onions, no bacon, extra cheese, with some mustard, Bow, burger for you. Let's take a little bit of our brush like this. We come out like that, over to the side and down. Woo! Light that sucker up, baby. And all these little bits fall off. Look at how it turned green like that, right? All that greenness. We're going to take the fresh white side, going to rotate it around toward the canvas. Come across this guy. Holy majolies, that looks cool. All right, now, you're wondering, if it's not a portal, Josh, why does it look like this? Why does your rhinoceros horn want to tickle the paint, right? Why does it look like that if it's not a portal? Well, let me tell you. I only needed a circular shape so we could come in with our cave. Oh, the cave. Maybe there'll be like a far off little pool way the heck down here. Maybe. Don't want to put too much paint down there, but maybe at the base of our cave, we'll have this neat little green little pond of water. Who knows what's going to happen by the time we get down there? Maybe it hits a spot, rolls over, and falls down again. You never know. You never know. Pow! All right, now what we need to do is, why don't we wash off all these brushes real quick. Let me check what likes we're at. If you guys have oh my goodness. How long? We've been painting for 17 minutes. And I only have 17,000 taps on the screen. You all disappoint me. Disappointed. You ever had this face from your parents? It's a look of disappointment. I'm so disappointed in you guys. We should have well more taps than that. So I'm going to stop talking until we get to 50,000 taps. I'm not going to say another word. So if you want to continue to learn, you better tap that screen. 50,000 taps on the screen. Before I speak again, hang on. Zip. Man, you guys got there fast. Holy cow, I didn't even get to finish playing this song and you guys got to 50,000 taps. Woo! You guys are on fire tonight. Well, I'm back again, but for the next 5 minutes, if we don't get to 100,000 in 5 minutes, I'm going to stop talking. So, let's start the clock. 5 minutes to go. If you don't hit 100,000, I'll shut up again. So we'll check back when we get there, right? Now, in the meantime, I was going to mix up all the black, the dark paint while you guys were sitting there tapping, but you tapped too fast. You guys, you beat me. You beat me down. I couldn't do anything else. I washed the brushes, I played a little bit of the song, and all of a sudden I looked and we're at 49,000 taps. So, just proves how good you guys can do it. We did a contest, well, not a contest, but sort of like a challenge in the last one. I gave you 5 minutes to do 25,000. Well, those people did it easily. Then I gave them 5 minutes to do 50,000, and they did it easily. 5 minutes to do 75,000 taps, and they did it easily, right? And then it came to 100,000 taps in 5 minutes, and they struggled. It was close, but they didn't hit it. So we're going to come up here with this dark paint that we just mixed up, the blue, black, and crimson, the BBC. And not the one that David Attenborough does. Over here like that, get a large, nasty amount of paint. And then we're going to come into our scene. Some jaggedy scrapiness. Little bits that are going to hang off. They're going to like dangle down. All the rest of this stuff back here is going to be all dark, thick, cave-like rocks around our opening, right? Just like that. So make it whatever you want to look like. Maybe pop up a little spire in there, but we got to cover our little edge of our circle around the edge, right? That's not supposed to shine through. Because again, it's not a portal scene. We're going to come up in here, pop up a little bit, but you got to stop when you get close to your water, right? Can't cover over everything. Maybe we get a little bit popping up in here. Boop. All right, we've been 2 minutes. What are you guys at on tappages? Oh, you're only 14,000 away. See, I knew you guys could do it. I knew you could do it. Let's take this thing and pull it down. I'm going to have to give you a stronger challenge then. We're going to have to go more taps. That's for sure. Okay, let's come up here. Again, we're going to turn the knife upside down, start to drop little bits down like they're hanging down into our scene. Streak them down like that. Psha! Little streaky bits. All right, take the rest of the paint, pull it kind of away from our opening, and we'll get these really scraggly looking, scary looking things coming down as we just scrape in. You want them to hang over differently and be, you know, jaggedy. It's my favorite word. Apparently I made it up. No one had heard it before. But jaggedy, or Mick Jaggerty, I like to say. It's so close to the moon. Woo! That's a dangerous play right there, Joshy. How close do you want to come down and get to your moon is my question, right? Very cool, though. Starting to look neat. All right, have you guys hit the goal yet? You hit the goal. All right. So for the next 2 minutes, don't tap the screen. Just leave it. Just leave it. Don't even touch it, right? You don't have to. I want to give you guys a break. Give you guys a break. You don't have to tap it for the next 2 minutes, and then we'll bring on our next challenge, which is whether or not you'll be able to tap 75,000 taps in 5 minutes, which, I mean, you still had 2 minutes left. You should be able to smash that goal. Smash it. Maybe we got a bit of rock to come out this way. Over there, we'll come down like that. All depends, right? We want to leave a little bit of the darker colors of our mountain back there so you can still see that it kind of shaded back into that little bit of shadow. And then maybe let's come down here and just decide, poof, we're going to cut it off there. We're going to pop up into here, just mushing on all that darkness. There we go. Really crazy little jagged little crazy little opening. Woo! I like that. All right, just like so. Now, the only reason that we did it with the portal is so we would have a confined space. We didn't go too far. We didn't put too much paint on the canvas. Now we're going to pull this dark paint down this way, all sorts of angles, and we'll get all these rocks and stuff, right, coming in. And as soon as we hit it with our lighter paint, boy, oh boy, it's just going to shine through like you wouldn't believe. How far do you want to pull down? Right, up to you. How far do your rocks go? You have to leave some darkness towards the back. So, just like that, just literally smushing it as hard as we can away from the opening, right? And that way you can spread it out, get it out this way. It should look really cool, especially when we brighten it up. It should look really, really, really neat. Now, let's take some of our, take one of our little 1-inch brushes and let's just spread some of this paint towards the edges, just like a clock. So up here at 12, then we got 11 and 10, then we're over here at 9, right? Just taking the paint, spreading it outways, outwards, out away from our opening bit, and then we'll come back in and highlight the sucker. It's a little bit of pressure, but it's just one streak. All right, guys, here's the new challenge. Okay, we have to get 75,000 taps, which is going to put us at 187,000. You've got 5 minutes to get to 187,000 taps starting now. Otherwise, I'll just shut my old mouth and I won't teach you. I'll just sit up here and paint, which is fine by me. Totally fine by me. I don't have to run my mouth all the time. Now, you guys might think I like running my mouth all the time, but I'm telling you I don't. So, come a little bit over our water, keeping it very dark right there. Oh, yeah. Like the water just had to chew its way through that bit of rock. Really neat. Really cool looking. So, now we got to mix up a spooky color. Why don't we go like green and phthalo green together right here in this little mix. We'll take a little bit of white. Don't want to be too bright. Oh, look at that. That's kind of neat. We'll take a little bit of that darkness, mix that in as well, right? Just over the top so you get all those different colors. Wiping off our knife, way the heck down here. I always wonder why I have paint all the way down here when I mix right here. I'm like, oh yeah, because I forget what I do sometimes. Scrape some of this, but actually, you know what? Let's get a little bit of that yellow too. Oh, I forgot about that yellow. Oh, Nelly. Oh, yelly. Oh, the yelly. Look at that color right there. And come up in here. Where's that moonlight going to strike the brightest? Maybe down here. Holy cow! cow! Drop it off like you just it's melting into our scene below. Look at this sucker. Take a little bit up there, bright on the edge, let it work darker and darker down, meaning less paint down here. Come up again, grab onto the side, maybe a little bit of this side. We're pulling it different directions. Look at this. Knife is upside down and I'm trying to pull it away, really tweaking on my sore wrist. That might not be the best thing to do. Out there like that, right? Dragging our little rocks in different directions. Maybe out here we start picking up on another little rock that you didn't even know was out there. He was just chilling in the darkness. Whole another little piece slides down. All these little things happening back in our scene, right? And you can always go back in, add a little bit of darkness underneath him. Get our cool little effects, little deep, dark, shadowy areas back in there, right? Just very simply and easily, just like that. Go back to our green. We got a lot of green to cover. So now watch, see how I did that? Because the paint is a different thickness. Remember we mushed it up there all crazily like? And so because it's different, it gripped on the knife differently. Certain places were kind of raised, certain places were lowered. And so it comes off your knife a little different. That's why I say no one's can be exactly the same. There's no way that the knife is going to break exactly the same way for every single person. You're not going to have the same amount of paint as every other person. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. Ooh, that's super bright too. Look at that gorgeous thing in there. Oh, it's fantastic. It sounded like an aunt that was like watching their kid or watching their niece or nephew. Like, oh, look at him, he's standing. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's fantastic. All right, now, in order to really properly, because I'm not, I'm gonna have to turn the canvas upside down. I normally never do this, but it's starting to look so cool already, and my hand only goes a certain way, right? I don't want to mess it up by trying to do it. Oh, that looks cool too. Look at that. That's kind of neat. It's like we're in the upside down right here, guys. That looks friggin' cool. Okay, we're gonna come back over here with our blade, grabbing on a little bit, sliding out different directions, right? It's easier when you're kind of doing it upside down, and then when we flip it back, it should look fantastic. Let's pick on the left side of our peaks, right? Not on the right side, because the light's coming from that side. And you gotta have some shadowy bits behind everything. Can't just show every single piece of light everywhere, which is why we don't put a lot of paint on the canvas, right? Not a lot of paint that's on the knife. Nothing's really thick. Trying to use the smallest amount of paint as possible so you get cool little effects. Oh crap, you guys only have a minute left. Oh, we only need 7,000 more taps. What'd I say, 187? 187, you got 50 seconds left. 50 seconds on the clock. Are they gonna make it? Who knows, says the announcer. Is Paint with Josh gonna get a rest where he won't have to speak for the whole remainder of the show? Or are they gonna come back out of nowhere and get to the goal within the next? Oh man, they already passed the goal. Dang, you guys are good. Holy cow. You guys are fast, man. You guys are literally fast. I'm gonna take this bit of green a little bit further back, right? A bit further, letting it just come off the knife a little bit more, right? It doesn't have to be the brightest thing way back here. Don't want it to be anyway. Taking that sucker. Now that we gotta start lifting our wrist up where it hurts, let's come back. Oh, we'll turn that sucker back over. Whoop. All right, take a break. Take a break on your tappages. You've done well. You've done well. Check this out. Ooh, I bet that was a cool looking TikTok right there. I bet that was cool looking. Look at that. See how the rocks are like, couldn't do that if I was doing it from down here, upside down like this. You know what I mean? Backwards and shit, just like fucking, you know, you couldn't do that. So turn your canvas over. It works. I'm telling you. Telling you. All right, now, kind of like this spot down here. You know why? Because we're going to do a little thing. So there's a little thing. You know what's funny? Airy Fairy Face sent me the photo. I've not even looked at it once. She sent it to me a couple days ago. No, it was yesterday. Yesterday I saw it, and I was like, that's very cool. And in my mind, this is what was there. You know what I mean? I was like, if I do it, this is what it's going to look like. And it's plopped right out here onto the canvas. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, dudes. Oh! We could do like a Another genius idea. Thank you. You're just gonna have to wait to see it though. Okay, what do we at for taps wise? What do we at for taps? Oh, perfect. 202,000. Here's your chance, guys. You have to get to 300,000 taps in 5 minutes. Get your fingers working. I know you can do it. You guys almost did it last stream. You almost did it. There's more people in the room this time, so I know that if we all work together, we can tap 100,000 times in 5 minutes. You got to get to 303. 303. Otherwise, I will stop teaching and I'll just paint, and that's fine. They couldn't do it last stream. I gave them 75,000. They were able to hit it, but 100,000 they couldn't do. So if you guys think you can do it, tap that screen if you want to hear me continue to teach. Now, all these little differences in color back in here, guys. Mush that guy in a little bit, though. There we go. You can drag little things in different areas, connecting little places, leave little places very, 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 very dark, though. Don't have to fill in every bit of the canvas with paint. Now, let's pretend, shit, that's a lot of water. We're going to have a lot, which is fine. That's going to be perfect, actually. Because with a lot of misty fogginess, right, will come lots of places to bounce off some gravestones, guys. So we don't need too much white paint on the brush, just a little bit. We'll come up in here like this. Remember, this one's available for sale. I'm surprised it hasn't sold yet. This is like one of the most fantastic paintings I've ever done. If it's not sold by the end of the stream, fuck you guys, I'm keeping it, okay? You won't be able to have it right here. You won't be able to take this one because I'm going to keep it. So if you want it, you better get it now. I'm not horse shitting around this time, right? There is no snake shit to be had around this place. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to take it out of the store because it's freaking fantastic. Look at this little bit of mistiness coming off of our waterfall. And the more that we the more that we mix, the more that we do. That's what I meant to say. The more that we mix, the more we do. And damn it, I said I wasn't going to swear if it came out good because I'm going to have to clip that bit out of the video. Otherwise, I'm going to like piss off some teacher, you know, showing it to their kid in class. Which happens. I get messages like that all the time. Like, oh my God, I was showing this video to my class, and you dropped the F-bomb, and I was like, oh shit, my bad, my bad. Sorry. Sorry there, folks, but we all know kids swear. The kids today are so much cooler than we used to be. I used to be a total goober. I'm still a goober, but I used to be an even bigger goober when I was growing up, let me tell you that. Just a total goob city. That was me. Goober-tastic. I had it tattooed on my forehead. Goober. It eventually wore off when I finally got cool enough, but it was there, let me tell you. It was there. Look at that mist. Oh, you guys. That little drag. See that little drag right there? Pisses me off. You have to go over it again, drag it down so it's straight through. Don't want to go in sideways. At least I don't. I don't want to go in sideways. Oh, frick. That is just so nice. Oh, it's so nice. A couple little splashies on the top. If we could just... Oh, that's it right there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Now, there's one more piece, if I remember right, from Airy Fairy Phase painting, which we're trying to create our own version of, right? God. It looks freaking rad. I mean, what do you guys got for a title for this one? That's what it looks like it's coming out of like Megatron or, you know, some place of alien origin where like robots rule and walk the land. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. I freaking love it. I freaking love it so much. These guys over here, though. Ah, much better. Perfect. Okay. Now, we're going to have all this room to blast off our little gravestones and stuff, but I want to have a little bit more color back in here. Just like that. I'm just taking a little bit of white and mushing it hard. Look at the bristles. They're like bent all the way, right? All the way bent. Now we'll have a little soft thing. Is it water? Who knows? We could pop in a couple little bits of water lines, and it would be water. You never know. Now, but like I said, if I remember right, there was another little piece of a cliff back over here. So let's pop this guy out in our real dark paint. All right, maybe turned up this way. Who knows? Pulling it down. Maybe we pull it off in streaks like that. It may look like it's overhanging. See, overhanging the fog. With little stalactites as they come down, little spooky little things. Really cool. Now, we want to soften the top by pulling on it because we're not going to be able to lay grass down on the top if it's got all that thick paint on the top, right? You have to brush it. You got to brush it a little bit. By the way, guys, I just, right before starting this stream, you guys got 1 second. Oh, man. I guess we're just going to have to zip. I mean, I could give it to you. You guys were really close. Really close. I mean, 300,000. You guys were like 10 seconds away from hitting 100,000 taps in 5 minutes. That's incredible. Pat yourselves on the back. Congratulations, everybody. Give yourselves a pat on the back. I'm telling you, because that's incredible. You don't have to tap anymore throughout the whole stream, I promise. I swearsies, okay? Let's come down here with our bit of our green color for our rockiness. Right, out here, we're just going to fall down. A couple little streaks. Now watch, I'm going to pick up a bit of dark paint from over here, drop it on top of that guy right there, and all of a sudden it changes him, right? Changes what he looks like. Now we're going to come in with our 1-inch brush. Let's get one that doesn't have any color on it. Go into that green color, that yellow color, that paint that we made, right? Just like this. Come back up here and let's tap in. Ooh, we need more. We need more white, more yellow, and more green for it to stand out. Oh yeah, there we go. A little bit of a little, I don't know, grassy little knoll coming out of there. That looks really cool. What if the grass happened to dabble over the edge of our little guy who's just hanging down in little bits, different places, right? Dabbing down, get our little yellow flowers. Pop, pop, pop. A couple little dandelions. A dandelion. Dang, that looks neat. They're not everywhere, right? Still got our rocks. Everything's cool. Ooh, we should do it again over here. There's enough room. We could do it again over here. Let's bring down some of our dark paint again. Crimson, black, blue, mix it all up. Get that dark mix. Maybe this guy's got a little jagged section. He comes down. Maybe he slides out. Bink! Right there. Almost in... Oh, he did cross in front. That's okay. Drop it down over the top of our thing so it hangs down under, you know, kind of out in front of that mist. And this guy, actually, we could pull him way over here. Continue that darkness and have it look like he actually starts to wrap around and grow down the side and then into our freaking graveyard scene, guys. Really cool. Really dark, though. You got to fill that section up. Fill this side. A lot of dark paint. Stretch it back. Oh, man. That's neat. That's freaking neat. Come in here like this. Way back there, we had a little bit of water, and it started to streak out. Right? Maybe a couple little bits over here that aren't as noticeable. Well, they are now. Super bright. But maybe a real far away one way back in there. Just like that, right? Take our 1-inch brush very lightly and a streak over to the side. Pop! Just like so. Oh, I was telling you guys too, and it just reminded me. This thing, it won't get big again. But Artify just contacted me about doing collabs with them and stuff. So very cool. In between this show and the last show, they hit me up in the messages and they were like, "Hey, we saw your show and we think you're awesome." And I was like, "I think you guys are awesome. I actually have some Artify brushes over here. Look at this." I was like, "No need to send me anything. I already have." Hey, what was that noise? My goodness, my goodness. Get out of here. What is it? What is it? Oh, it must be this painting. It must be. So I told him, I was like, you know, I've used Artify brushes before, so no worries there. I'll be glad to do a like a collaboration with you guys, and it should be really cool. So we'll see. And they just wrote back to me. And they're like, great. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of that. That should be fun. All the opportunities when you're as cool as Paint with Josh, right? You gotta be cool. Gotta be cool. Gotta be cool if you want things to happen. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's go back to the littlest bit of our greenish paint. And let's pretend our little... Oh, look at this guy. Connecting to that back there, dragging it forward. But there's so much darkness on the canvas that you don't want to smoosh it on too hard. Oh, there we go. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. That's amazing. Streak it back, slide it down. Different angles will show different rocks, right? Very, very neat. Leave a little bit of darkness. Maybe this guy would come sliding down over this way. Right? Little different things in different ways. This guy should be vertical. There we go. Different things in different ways. It'll slide down and look a little different. Right? Now we'll come back. A little bit more yellow. Whoop, just smack the canvas. A little bit more yellow into the mix of the green. That's too much yellow. We need some more green now. And our phthalo. Pop that sucker in there. Makes it really the coolest color. Pop! Just like that. Mix it up. Scrapage. Just a touch. Come down in here. Oh, yes. Look at these guys just popping right out into our scene. Very cool. Little touches here. Little touches there. Not every single piece has to be high lit, right? Touch a little bit. Oh, yeah, right there. Bingo! Bango, guys. That looks really cool. Now, let me check my sale. Did we sell this painting? Was it this one? That's it. Number 958. Man. So, are they in the comments? Are you watching currently? Are you currently watching now? If you're the buyer, just tell me where... what state, not, you don't have to type it out, but like the state code, the 2-letter code for the state about where you live. And then I'll know if it's the same person that bought the painting. You know what I mean? Get out of here, Tom Gray. Get out of here, Australia. It is most definitely Stephanie Westlake right there. She is the buyer. I'm going to give you a follow. You got 18 followers now because Paint with Josh follows you. Stephanie Westlake 15 right there. Bought the painting, guys. Fantastic if you ask me. Just phantasmic. Very cool. Take these guys, turn them into some more rocky bits like that. It's too much. There we go. Too much grass. There we go. A little bit better. A little better. Now, let's come back in. Maybe we had a little touch. Just sort of hanging down. Don't want to have too many little things. Still want to show all the rocks and stuff in there, but you got to have some little bits hanging over, right? And we had a couple little yellow flowers over here. Who knows? Maybe a couple little bits back in there. Yellow bush happening. Some sort of something growing off there. Maybe he's got a couple little bits over on this side, and it just started to fall down. Hanging down our little bit of our cliff. Little things that have grown in there from all the little misty water. Very cool. Very cool. Let's try to match this color back here. Oh, yes. Look at that. Just blend. Who's the master of blending? Josh. Like Shaft, but Josh. You know what I mean? Josh. No. No. Everyone's like, no. Just stop. Stop it now. Stop it. There we go. I'm going to white out here for our water line. Now, let's put some sunken gravestones in this sucker back here. I think that'll be really cool. I mean, it's up to the buyer. Would you like it left like this? I mean, did you think anything else was going in? Totally up to you, Stephanie. If you want me to continue, or I can stop right here as it lays, but you got to let me know. You got to let me know now. Emerald Falls. That's fantastic. Goofy personality reminds me of my dad, for real. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry that he is no longer. If you miss him, then that means he's not with us. But I'm glad I could bring that to you. Dead tree, guys. Dude, you don't have to convince me to do a space scene. I do space scenes all the time. Continue. The master at work. Okay, let's do some. I was thinking some sunken old gravestones in this guy. So let's get a little fan brush, get a little of our dark paint. Don't have to do too many. Right, but we're way down here. It's really spooky. Let's come above our water line. Pop it in like that. Pop, pop, right? It's just like making a little dark waterfall and then stopping however tall you want it to be. Mixing it in, right, until it makes a little shape. Doesn't even have to be flat at the bottom, right? You can even take a little of our darker color and throw it down off the bottom like a reflection in the water, right? Then with our reflective water, oh, that's got a lot of dark paint on it. Let's use this other one. That's got too much bright paint on it. How about we use a clean, dry one, right? Let's use this one. There we go. Very softly back and forth. Bam. Very cool. See that little reflection? Oh, guys, we need to lower you down. If you can't see what we're working on, then there's no point. There we go. Look at that. Look at these little flowers. hanging down, guys. Of course, we would need to put just a little touch of like water in around him, right? A little bit, little ripple, little here, little there, little ripple, little nipple, a little something out there. Who knows what it is? It's a little something, very softly. Ooh, yes, just like that. All right, let's come back. We'll get a little bit more of our dark paint, our dark mix, that blue, black, and crimson mix. Gotta have enough of it to make it nice and dark. Maybe we pop another guy. Dude, we could do a cross in here, but he'd have to be... Shit, maybe we couldn't. I don't want to cut across all that thick paint if we did like a cross, right? Like I've been doing, and we put them. I don't want to cut across all that. If I put it right here, I'm going to have to fight against all that white paint, trying to keep the paint dark. So, what am I thinking? Hello, we can put it right there. Yes. Okay, fantastic. Let's take this guy over here, pop him in. Maybe he's a bit bigger. This goes down a little bit lower. Okay, Miss Bayer, Miss Stephanie, Madame, who I follow, who only has 17 followers besides Paint with Josh. So go over there and follow Stephanie. She really needs your help. Really needs your help with the follows. Miss Stephanie, are we going to put, like, personalize the gravestones with anybody that you know or somebody from your family that's passed on? Or, you know, if you've seen my show before, we've been doing it recently where, you know, I put my initials on it. We could do whatever, you know what I mean? Or if you had, thank you for the gifts, guys, I love you. If you had a certain person that you had in mind that you just passed or something, just let me know. Or have one of my girls pin the comment or whatever so I can see it when I come back here. And in the meantime, yeah, let's pop that cross in up here. Let's pop this sucker. For whatever reason, I just love it. The Meeden paints and these Zen art brushes. You know what? I'm disappointed in you guys. I told you guys to remind me to talk about the Zen art brushes, and you didn't tell me to talk. You didn't remind me. So, right here. Look at this. Can we see it? What's that say? Zen art. Okay? Get over there. Get these friggin' brushes, dude, because they're rad. They're friggin' rad. They come in this awesome little kit, right? Got your cool little kit. They sent it to me a while back, and I still haven't made the damn thing. Look at this, though. Gives you the website, zenartsupplies.co. I think they're out the UK. Maybe. I can't remember now. But all these little teeny tiny liner brushes that come in the kit. Don't ask me how much it is. I don't know. They sent it to me. They said, would you do, will you do your content creator thing? And I was like, yes, I'll do my content creator thing. And so I'm in the midst of doing it as we speak. I'm going to spin that back up and tie it back off. There we go. So Zen Art brushes, they're freaking fantastic. Get over, get yourself some, right? I love using this little brush. I mean, it's probably one of the best little liner brushes that I've found right alongside the Artify brush, right? I was just telling you guys, I think I've long since used the Artify brushes, but they look sort of similar to this kind of a brush, right? But I can't wait to start doing a collab with the Artify brushes and see what kind of stuff we can get. It'd be really cool. I'm always into trying new brushes, new paints, new ways to make it easier for you guys to learn how to paint, right? Like this Meeden paint, oh my God, if it's not just the most perfect thing for highlighting or outlining, or, you know, it's amazing. I love this stuff. Hey, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. Come over here like this, and let's pop it down like that. Bing, bang, boom. We're going to go straight down. Now, you might not be able to see it until we go and hit it with the white highlight. All right, so give it a second. Right, you may not be able to see it up there as of the minute. Oh, cool. They're literally, I should literally text them back. The Artify people are texting me right now and be like, okay, I'm in the middle of a show. Come watch. Like, come watch. But also, my manager is going to email you. It's so cool. I always feel like a big shot when I'm like, my manager will email you. Okay, send it to my manager. He'll deal with it for me. Thank you. Appreciate you. But I don't speak with you. Please send it to my manager, and he'll. I'm not like that. I normally try to cut him out of the deal, so I don't have to give him so much of a percentage. Don't tell him that. Is he watching? Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said that, guys. He's like, oh, do we get any new emails? I'm like, nope, no new emails, no new nothing, nothing coming through. No, I don't do that to him. I don't do that to him. I'm gonna come up here with a very, very, very small little touch right on the end of this little Zen Art brush. Oh my hell, it's so fantastic. Zip, zap, zoop, little bit. The light shine on that little stick out there, right? You can just barely see it. You don't want to see the whole damn thing. If it's all white, then we might as well be painting a daytime scene, in my opinion. We don't want it to be all white. Now, remember, this guy, it came across like this. And this guy off the back, you got to leave a little space. Can't connect it all the way. To leave a little space where it's not light and it's the shadow of this thing that's casting its way back. That's very cool. Very, very cool, if you ask me. It doesn't have to be perfect, but Paint with Josh is a perfectionist. So, there. Boom! Thank you very much. Hang on. The crowd goes wild off that home run hit. My goodness. It's not just the prettiest little thing you ever did see. I usually try not to speak when I'm doing these little teeny tiny details. Oh, frick. It's like such a small little touch that you need in order to kind of brighten up the inside of these little guys. And then keep the darkness dark enough. Oh, just so it stands out though. So stinking cute. So, have we heard from the buyer? Do we have anybody that we're going to personalize on the stones? Anybody? Any of my mods? No? Are we mentioning anyone? What are we doing, guys? Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. It should be like definitely like a pirate. Well, I mean, maybe not with the landscape out there. Maybe if we did one that was like this, but with an opening to the ocean, it'd be like a pirate's graveyard or something. Whatever it is, it's friggin' rad. Okay, did we get an answer on the two gravestones? What are we gonna do? Says moss would be cool. We've got moss flying everywhere all over this sucker, and no names. So is it okay if I use one for my signature then? I've been using, like, I normally try to write my initials on one, and that serves as my signature for the painting. Is it okay if I do that? Just answer me in the comments. Hey. Let's see. Moss on the tombstones. How dare you? Pirate Falls. That's cool. Moss on the old stones. But is it okay if I use one of the stones to do my own gravestone on? I've been putting my own gravestone, my very morbid own gravestone on. So is that approved if I do that? Or do you want it to just be blank, which is totally fine. I can put my signature right down there. Either which way. Oh, this one's very bluey. Oh, man. Oh, look at the difference in that little guy. Sounds perfect. Okay, so I can use one for my own thingy. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, I need to get that a little bit brighter. If I'm going to take the foreground spot over here, then it's going to have to be bright. This one's very bluey. There we go. Brighten it up, piece by piece. Just like a waterfall, though. Make it round. Very cool. Oh, I'm an idiot. What? No, you know what? I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do another one, too, but this one's going to be broken. Oh, yeah, babe. Oh, yeah, babe. Babe, not babe. Babe. B-E-B. Babe. Oh yeah, Beb. All right, we're gonna come over here, make our dark line, seal everything in, hide all that cement color, any little bits came out of your lines. Boop. Take this guy back here, bring him down, boop, like that. Boop. Fantastic! I love it. Okay, now we gotta switch back to that deep dark color. Come back in here and drop the old JK right in the bit. Like that, and that, and that, and that. A little bit darker on the K, okay. Okay, I'm gonna come down here, and over there, and over there. Very cool. Now, we've already got the little cross. I should actually put my guy over here, but it's fine. Come into here like this, and I'll actually put my my birth year, if we can get it small enough. Oh, it's gonna work. Boop. Okay, there it is, and then we're gonna give myself about 100 years to rule the art world before passing on to the next. Here we go. Get a little bit more paint on the brush. Twos are hard, right? When you're trying to do a two on wet canvas with wet paint, it's not easy. Not an easy number to make. Like that, not an easy shape to make a two. A zero is easier. Oh man, that's cool. That's cool right there. Come back over here just to make sure it's nice and sharp and really filled in. Oh yeah. Boom, baby. That one's gonna be cool. All right, so let's wash this guy out. Let's say I was gonna put in one more. I said, well, it's gonna be like a big old broken guy. Just an old broken crazy one, right? So we'll come out here. Maybe he's got his. This side is good. And then as we come down, he's got this broken bit, right? Fill it in over there. Come down like that. A little broken chunk missing out of him, like a little keyhole. Very cool. And it all depends on how we highlight the sucker, right? And how big you let it get. How big do we want to have it? Oh, right there. Very neat. Now, we're going to come back with that same bit of white on our brush. Go back over him. So same thing, over and down, filling it in, making our little grave color. Softly, softly. What time is it? Oh my God, it's almost 11. Softly. There we go. Very cool. Now, you have to go back in and outline that guy, otherwise he looks kind of funny. Without the outlines, he looks a little weird. So let's pretend. Whoops. Let's pretend. Are we solid right there, Josh? So we're gonna have to come up here. Let's go like this. We're gonna go down the bottom, into the edge, around and around. Then we got that whole dark side. All this inside is gonna be really dark because it's the interior, like the, you know, it's not just a flat piece of paper. It's a couple inches thick, this thing. Down the edge. Boom. It's got that little bit of darkness on there. Just on the inside. And then we'll take this guy. Watch this sucker, right? He's got a little bit of like a little lip right here. Boop. That's the lip. Come up and around this guy. On him. Very cool looking. Very cool looking. This guy even taken bright, or literally erase him just by kind of mixing, adding some over on the paint. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. I didn't like that line. I didn't like that line. There we go. A little bit brighter, filling it in. All this wetness back in there. So wet. It's all kinds of wet back in there. There we go. There we go. There's that roundness I'm looking for right there. All right, now this guy, we're going to come off the back. We're just doing it backwards. Come off the back like that. Now you can see that he's kind of rounded, right? Come up, fill it in. And he's got his side over here. So he's kind of spun off the other direction, which is perfectly fine. Now we got to finish our little thing. Back in here, a couple little waves. Bits of water as it's mixing around the edge of my gravestone. Somehow I ended up back here, just sunk into this cavern. Which, by the way, what are we going to name this painting, guys? You got to come up with a name for it. So, what are you going to name it? Let me know in the comments. Very cool, very cool. Little stretchies. Little stretchy action out there. And then this guy's like literally right out in the front, like he's almost falling off the canvas. There's a little bit of water in front of him. Just a touch. He's just got a little baby amount, like right there. Maybe right there on the back. Little bit. Scrape it through. Right off the edge. Boom! Just like that. Perfect. Damn, I'm good. Okay. What are we going to title this one, guys? You let me know. I'm going to play the song. Actually, I'm going to pop in one more little guy right here, just because it gives it more depth. When you have something sitting off the top of it, you add another piece of depth in there with your thing. And you can see we went down, but we didn't touch. We didn't connect in here. You go past the first line, but not hit the second line. Bang, right? Just adds a little bit more depth and projection from that little spot. All we need. Now we got to come back. We got to put the highlights on the other side because the moon's over here this time. Shit, that's too much. That's okay, though. We'll go back a little bit of dark paint. All right, come back in. All about having the right amount of paint on the brush. All right, fill in our darkness again. That's the best part about this Meeden paint is you can't, like it doesn't mix away. You know what I mean? Like if you want it to be dark, it's gonna be dark. Like it doesn't mix with the white and go this lighter color. It stays very dark out there. Very cool. Oh, didn't come down far enough. There we go. All right, now, the white is a little bit thick on there for me, that little, a little bit of white. So we're going to go back across with our darkness, sort of extending the black to cover over just until we don't have but just a little bit of that white left. See what I mean? Just a little. That way it's not so bright. It's so thick on there. Man, I'm happy this one's sold, guys. Super happy. I love this out here. That's where I look. Okay, so let me play the song for you guys. You got 1 minute while I clean up the brushes, okay? I'm going to clean the brushes. I'm going to back you guys up so you can see the whole thing. There we go. Back you up a little bit. I'm going to clean some brushes. You guys are going to come up with a title for this one. And in the meantime, we'll listen to the... Hey, was that Bram? Oh, no, it was someone else. Looked like Bram's logo. I haven't seen Bram in forever. Can you distress the tombstones a bit more? Oh, yeah, for sure. You want them to look a little bit like old and cracked? Because I love that. Let's come in here like this. We'll do like a giant old crack through this sucker. Almost pissed at myself that I almost forgot these things. I love adding these little cracky details. Off of this thing, we'd have tons of bits that would want to break. You know what I mean? That's why it busted. Those are broken pieces. Crack action. Oh shit, we never put the thing back here. Gotta outline it, otherwise it doesn't stand out. Now we're gonna crack it. Gotta have the odorless mineral spirits though with the thing so it comes off very lightly on the brush. Right, I'm gonna crack over there, another guy over there, pop a little guy down there. These broken stones out there. The broken stones. Over here. Little bits. Ooh, look, the crack came all the way through my name and the whole thing. Like my whole top's gonna pop off. You'll never know when Paint with Josh died because the whole top of the thing done popped off and fell into the water and sank forever, right? What do you think of those? Do you like the little, let me get you up close again. Do you like the little distressed action on our bits? You like those a little bit better? Yes, no, buy or so? Cavern of the Lost. It's a cool one too. Anybody? Where's my buyer? She told me to distress the things, and I'm wondering if they are distressed enough. But I need her. I need you. Darling, I need you. Darling. You'll have to tell me, darling. Very cool. Sip, slap, chip, chat. Yes, okay, good. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate your input. Appreciate it. Very cool. Okay. Let's do one more little streak across the tip top up here, like it's got a little crack along the edge. Maybe one more little piece is gonna fall off that guy. This one's had a rough day. Surprised that the cross is actually still there because he's having a rough day. This old little stone. Oh, little stony. Now we have the signature. We gotta pop the birds in, so try to make them just as small as humanly possible because they're way the heck out there, right? You guys start coming up with a name for this painting, and then I'm going to hit you with the song. We'll play, we'll turn the camera around, and then we'll put the name on it. So let's get out here. Man, we had a teeny, tiniest little far away little bird family. Beep, boop. Dang, just like that, flying through almost through the cave opening. Almost through it. Now, remember guys, Stephanie bought the painting, but she may need your help in naming it. She may already have a name in mind, and she's been thinking about it the whole time. But then, you just so happen to pop in your suggestion of what you think it would be called, and then she goes, oh, that's way better than my suggestion, and she changes it and picks you. So, come up with a name. Even if she already has one pinned, come up with a name, because she could still change her mind for the next minute while I play this song and I wash all the brushes. You guys listen. Take an old listen to Paint with Josh before you go. And by the time this song's ended, I'll be clean with all these brushes, okay? I have so many new songs in mind, by the way. Before you go, you don't want to miss it when he paints that sky. Hey, wake up. Before you go, he's not planning on painting so low. Hey, wake up. Before you go, take your painting tonight. I want to paint that sky. Damn, that was perfect timing. Literally perfect timing. All set and ready to go. So, here we go. Let's see. Little bit. I'm not doing more than a little bit though. It's gonna mess it up in my mind. But if that's what you want, that's what you want. So Yeah, the more you do, the more it's going to cover over everything. Growing down there, hanging out. All that mossiness. Right, I guess if you do it just the teeniest, tiniest little amount. But again, try not to cover up all of the details. I'm not touching mine. Mine is too pretty. It's too new. It's got too many little details on there. Climbing up the edge. Very cool. How's that? How's that? Stephanie, your request for moss on the gravestones, do you approve? So I can finish? Not every request should get answered, by the way. We should put that as a disclaimer. Not everything can be done the way that you want it to be done. Not everything. Even though Paint with Josh can friggin' nail most things, I do get put under more pressure. So we should disclaimer that, I'm pretty sure. It looks great. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. You got really one of the best ones I've done in my, like the best Halloween-y. I've never done really a cave one like that. It looks really cool. Looks really cool. The doorway. Okay. I like that. The doorway. I thought it was like the doorway to the mysterious, but no, it just sounds mysterious and leaves it up to the viewer's imagination. Very cool. Look at my unicorn horn here. Very cool. So, spin you guys around. The doorway. Aye, it's the doorway. Trying to get you a little closer. There we go. Very cool. I like that. I like that. I like all those titles, though. Got wicked awesome titles in the comments section, man. Now, this beauty is very thick with paint, but I don't imagine it'll take more than 4 or 5 days to be dry and ready to be shipped. So, maybe by Friday, if we're lucky, we'll get it out. But I'm thinking usually, what is today, Monday? It'd probably be best waiting until next Monday to ship it. But if it's dry within 3, 4, 5 days, I get them out as soon as they're ready. So 9:58, I believe this one was. Wow, we're catching up on 1,000 paintings fast, guys. Fast. The doorway. What's this? 9/24/23. And we're all going to go to paintwithjosh.com in order to find my Etsy store, my Facebook, my Instagram, YouTube, Amazon affiliate, Amazon wish list, every other thing I can think of to put on that site that'll take you away from paintwithjosh.com and everywhere else, right? That's the goal. Paintwithjosh.com is only there to send you to other places. So, the doorway. Ooh, it's a wicked, wicked cool name. I love this one, man. Props to Airy Fairy Faye for coming up with the idea and sending it to me. And that's where I sort of got my inspiration from tonight. So, very cool purchase too. 50% off, right? Everyone else that's watching right now, it's 50% off in my store right now. Why have I still not fixed this? I don't care. We're going to make it worse. Why not? 50% off in the store. I always have to double check when I'm wearing my white hat that I don't go touch it. 50% off paintings, and then we have all sorts of hats and shirts and all sorts of stuff that's 15% off. So, very cool. Airy Fairy Faye came out great, like she painted it. She did. This is her painting. I'm sending her the funds. Thanks for painting. Thanks for doing the show, Airy Fairy Faye. You did a great job. It was an excellent painting you did. Very detailed. Really good technicality was achieved for this. I mean, you know, for a beginner. I mean, she's a beginner. She did a very, very, very good job. So, very good job. I love these little, like, vampire teeth that are coming into the scene. Oh! You got lucky, Stephanie, because I was going to take this one back out of the store. I was dead ass serious. I was going to rip it back. If nobody got it during the show, that was it. Whoop, I'm going to take it right back out of the store and keep it for myself because I love it so much. So you definitely got an excellent one. And I'm going to have to try to redo this one now on a bigger canvas and hopefully price it so high that nobody will buy it and I'll get to keep it for myself. Now, you know what's funny? All of the originals that are the excellent ones that end up becoming like I could do this 10 times in 10 different colors and it would look different every time. Definitely one of the compositions that I'm going to keep in my reserve of, shit, I can't think of anything to paint today. Boom, let's do a cave scene. You know what I mean? Absolutely going to keep this one for my scenes that I can pull out. Pull out the hat out of the cat out of the hat. What the? Who knows? Who knows what I'm even saying? Bigger and purple, that would be cool. Anna wants a red one. See? This is what happens. What I was saying was the 16 by 20 size is where all my magic happens for some reason. And then I need to, you know, that one always sells instantly. And then I'm always trying to capture that magic again on every time I try to paint it. And it's never as good as the first one. So definitely got a good one. Very cool for Halloween too. I like it. I like it. Maybe in the next version we throw some lightning back in here somewhere. Who knows? You don't want to try to fill. I mean, it's so full of details, right? That's why I only did 3 gravestones because there's so many other things to look at. On our recent Halloween paintings, we've been doing between like 7 and 10 gravestones per scene just to fill it out. You know what I mean? Cat out of the bag. That's what it is. A rabbit in the hat, I think is what I meant. Pull it out of the hat when I need something cool to paint. I'd be like, oh, I could paint that cave scene again. And just do it in a different color. Because we could do another scene exact. So I could pull out another canvas if I had one, which I don't. I'm going to Michael's tomorrow. Okay, I do have canvases, but I'm not doing another goddamn scene tonight. But yeah, I could literally try to do it exactly, just right now, try to recreate it, and it would never be exactly the same. Try to do it 100 times, it'll never be the same. The first one is always the fire one. And you got it at a wicked steal for $175. Woo. Mm. The person that said paint the sides, there's nothing to paint. The point of this scene being inside of a cave and our light source being so far away that the light doesn't reach around, it doesn't even reach to the edge of the canvas, right? Even here, down here in the corner, the light doesn't reach all the way to the edge. All this is shadow. Therefore, all this black canvas back here makes sense, right? All of the black. Fantastic. The green is so great. I appreciate it. Okay, sorry. No worries. I normally paint the sides of the canvas, right? If it was a blue sky or an ocean scene, we'd wrap it around and finish it off the side, right? But because it's so dark in this cave, you wouldn't see anything on the edges anyway. There wouldn't be any light out there. Do a storm painting with lightning and a tornado. I have done a tornado painting. I think, doesn't Anna own my tornado painting? It might be Anna. It's either Anna or Melanie that has my tornado painting, but I did do one. It's on my YouTube channel. If you scroll back forever, it's on there. But yeah, it's getting way late, guys. It's already 11:15. I got to take my kid to school tomorrow. I got to go to Michael's. So it is Anna. See, Anna does have the tornado painting. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate it. It's our The Doorway. That's what it's called. Very spooky. The Incredible Hulk falls. Yes! I love that. I love that. Yeah, it turned out really neat. Really like it. You got people in here, I gotta be up at 5 a.m. I am in Las Vegas, actually, so I'm not too far from Arizona. We're over here in Sin City. I teach classes at the gallery down at Meadows Mall down here. Sutto, I appreciate the love. Love it, love it. 2:20 and you gotta be up at 7. Girl, get to bed. What are you doing? I mean, am I that good looking that you just have to stay up and go to sleep, all of you. All of you girls go to sleep. It's so pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jim Carrey vibes. Appreciate that. So, oh, man. Amazing birthday present. Oh, that's wicked. That's wicked. Hello, Dolly. Welcome. What you talking about, Willis? It's 7 a.m. where this person is. Kashi. Black light, that would be cool. I've never actually looked at a, I mean, it might be neat with all this cad yellow and the green in a black light. I'll have to get some black lights in here and then we'll do the like flip switch something deal. So, yeah, it doesn't matter what time it is either. I don't want to get up and get out of bed either. I just got a brand new bed set, you guys. I got a brand new white comforter, right? Like the hotel plushy white comforter, and then black bed sheets that are like the t-shirt bed sheets. You know what I mean? Like that t-shirt material, super soft. And then I got a new pillow. Well, I got two new pillows. One was the other day. Speaking of which, I got to talk about that pillow. My God. But I got another matching pillow, and then I got a body pillow with like a fuzzy black, like the softest, fuzziest black cover on it. It spent like $300 at Target today. It was a little sad. I also bought Bailey like a $50 hair straightening or wavening tool, whatever the hell it is. It's $49.99. But this pillow, it's like a cool to the touch pillow from Target, right? Now, let me explain. Every morning that I wake up, firstly, I make my bed every day because if I don't make my bed, I feel like I won't sell a painting. Like it's just that's my OCD. If I don't have a nicely made bed, I'm not going to sell any artwork that day. So I make my bed every day. Now, every morning, the reason I have to make it every morning is because I've thrashed all night, rolled over this way, like my blankets are all askew. Okay, so I try this new pillow. I wake up. Literally, I look across. It's like the bed's already been made. I didn't move a single bit in the night. And I was like, oh my God, I love this pillow. So, maybe it was a one-off. So I tried it again last night, fell asleep. Again, woke up, bed was pretty much made except for where I was laying, which is unheard of for me. So, love these freaking pillows. And they're 20 bucks. 20 bucks for a king-size pillow. I got the firm, which is like, they do like, there's like 4 bars, and the firm was the third one over. I don't want to get like the extra firm because I like a soft pillow, but don't want it so soft that my head goes through and hits the hits the thing either. So thank you, Cleveland. Appreciate that. Cleveland wavening tool. Yes, it's a thing. A wavening tool. I should go in a room and steal it. Show it to you guys. It looks like a curler, right? But there's 3. So there's like 3 curlers right next to each other on a handle, and apparently you open it up and then clamp your hair in it, right? And then like straighten it or wave in it. I'm not a girl. I don't know how it works. Am I going to use it for my hair? No. If I did, I'd burn my forehead. So, yeah, I got a wicked awesome body pillow. Can't wait to go to bed. So, new age crimper. Is that what it is? No, I've heard of a crimper before. Let me see. I wonder if she, hang on. I wonder if she put it in her bathroom. Hold on. Of course not. Of course not. She has it in her room with her, so she's asleep. I can't go in there. Beach waver. But yeah, it's like 3 things, and I don't know, like they open up or no, they would open up this way. Like, and then you would like clamp your hair in it and like run it through. I don't know. I don't know. Where am I from? I'm from Utah, but I live here in Las Vegas for the past like 35, 33 years. It's been a long time. Long time. It's called a waver now. But yeah, no, it's not a modern, it's a wavening tool. Get it right, guys. Wavening. The crimper is when you like crimp and you get those little like straight lines, right? Hers was like wavy. So it's a wavener. Wavener, not a waver. Wavener or wavening tool. It's $49.99 wavening tool. Go find yours. It's like blue. And what's that say? You don't sleep with your wife? I'm not married. So no, it's not a crimper. You guys are totally wrong. It's a wavening tool. Don't make me argue about this because I will go in there and get the fucker and bring it out here and show you. You Google it. You know what? I'm going to Google it. Now I'm going to Google it. Target wavening tool. I'm not going to Google it. I don't care that much. I guess it's a new age crimper. That's what everybody says. So the wavening part is the new age. I thought a crimper was like a flat, like press. And you guys have too many things. Just give me like a small comb so I can do my wave in the front. That's pretty much all I need. Pretty much all I need. Triple barrel curling iron. That sounds more like what it is, actually. That sounds exactly like more like what it is. It looks like a curling iron, but there's three of them together, like this. So when you like, I assume it like goes like this in your hair. You know what I mean? So, thank you, Midwest Whips. Appreciate that. Mm. New age crimper that creates waves. Now you guys are just making shit up. Now you're trying to make anything a crimper. Like, oh, this is my new age crimper that I wear to sleep. No, those are curlers. Come on, you're just making shit up now. That's my new age crimping, wavening, straightening tool. It does all three at one, and then melts my hair off. Hey, paintings by Jeff, I think? No, Jeff's Oil Paintings. What's up, Jeff's Oil Paintings? I don't know if you tuned in or why it would pop your name up. You must be tuned in. How do you like this one, bro? Appreciate it. Looks good. Turned out fun. We had a good time. We had a good time doing it. So, I know, go to bed. I need to. Do you ever do the Devil's Tower? So, I've done the Devil's Tower before, but not inside of a portal. I am the creator of the Portal series, influencer extraordinaire. No, but it would be cool. I was thinking, I was talking to someone, I think I was talking to Airy Fairy Faye yesterday, or last night it was, in our Discord chat, in the saying that I need to redo the Devil's Tower because it's been a long time since I've done a Devil's Tower painting. So doing the Devil's Tower inside of a portal, now that is a cool idea. That's a cool idea. Are we still talking about crimpers? I'll go get the damn crimper, guys. I'll get it out the room. Let's see. Wrap their hand around their pillowcase. All right, has it become a beauty show? It's become a beauty show. Get it. Hang on, I'm going to show you guys. This ain't no crimper. It's what I tell you. It's a curling iron with three things on it. That's not a crimper. It does exactly what I said it does, right? Opens up, and yeah. So that's what the hell we've been talking about this whole time. A little crimper thingy, and I don't even know how it works, honestly. I'm just glad it's unplugged. So that's what I have. Yeah, see, triple barrel curling iron. That's what I said. Not a crimper. Triple barrel curling iron. See? Right there. The Eye of Sauron. Triple barrel wavening tool. It's a triple barrel waver. Now, she's going to wake up tomorrow and wonder where this is and why it's in my art room and what I was doing with this triple barrel waver thing. Oh. Ow. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. It's going to triple barrel waver my nose into being more wavy than it already is. So, what's that say? If you weren't, I didn't even get to read it before it disappeared. It said if you weren't something, it was pinned. I forget. I hope nobody got a screenshot of that. Okay. Well, love you guys. I appreciate that we've sold both paintings tonight. It turned out fantastic. It's not a crimper. No, it's a triple barrel curling iron. That sounds cool. Excuse me. Sorry, ladies. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I want one now. They're $49.99 from Target. That's where we got ours from. So head down there, grab one up, and I hope you guys have had fun tonight. I've had a good time. I would need to get out of here though. It's getting late. So amazing painting. Appreciate that, Melissa Reed. Got you. It doesn't curl hair though. I mean, maybe if you spoon it like this. But in any case, yeah, ours. It's mine. It's mine too. I'm gonna use it. I'm using it for my wave. Just wait. It's gonna be like so triple curled. You're not even gonna know what happened. It's gonna triple curl itself. You're gonna be like, what happened to the curls, baby? Yes. So, it's a good look. I'm gonna rock with that reverse wave. Or does it go this way? I forget which way it goes now. When I look in this reverse camera, I'm like, what way does my hair actually go? Oh yeah, it's this way. Okay. All right. Well, I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. It's been fun hanging out with everybody. Everyone, go check out my YouTube channel. I've got, like, I'm almost at 80,000 subs over there. Full-length videos just like this that you can watch and binge watch forever when I'm not on your screen. You could be watching me on YouTube. So don't watch anyone else that paints. If you're ever scrolling by and you see someone's arm like this and it doesn't have a glove attached to it, just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling, right? Because we only want to watch Paint with Josh. I mean, there are other people that we would watch, but just Paint with Josh. Any chance you get, go to Paint with Josh, paintwithjosh.com. Find me on YouTube. Find me on Facebook. Find me on Instagram. All together. Actually, girls, let's do a count right now before we leave the show. Are my girls here that can count? My girly girls. I'm going to give you guys some numbers. I want you to add them up. We're going to go with our current stats of how many followers does Paint with Josh have as of right this second. Currently on Facebook, is someone ready to type this down? Are you guys ready to input the numbers? Currently on Facebook, we're at 605,454 followers. 605,454 for Paint with Josh. Isn't that insane? Isn't that just incredibly insane? Painting is amazing. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate that. So 605,454. Okay, plus, let's go to Instagram. Plus, just call it 355,000 on Instagram. Okay. So 355 plus, let's go to TikTok. Let's see where we're at here. 393,100. Right? So actually 393,069. Okay. Over here. 393,069. Plus my YouTube channel, and all together, oh, we're so close, 79,804. So, can someone else tally up all those numbers? Tell me how many followers Paint with Josh has all together. Shit. No, that's okay. This shirt has paint on it already. Is my paint? Yeah, it should arrive soon. I sent it when there's two that are sitting down on my table. And then we sent out the other ones. What day was that? Thursday. I think we sent them out Thursday. So Thursday, you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When usually Saturday, Sunday, they don't count. So should be either by, I would imagine, tomorrow or by Wednesday at the latest. You should be getting it. 1.433358. Finally broke 1.4. Fuck yeah. Yes. Okay. So that's a good night. I'm going to go to sleep on that good note. So I love you guys. Over 1 million for sure. Yeah, no, there's 1 million between Facebook and TikTok. There's already 1 million people. So it's literally insane. Blows my freaking mind. Every day that many people are around and like my stuff. It's literally good night. Thank you for the gifts. So you guys are like sinking down as my little tripod lowers itself. Right, so until I see you guys again next time, we played the song like 3 times already tonight, so I'm not going to play it again as we leave. Let's just quietly say goodnight. Everyone, peace out. Have a great evening. Have an excellent Monday, the start to your week. I'm going to be off. I'll be at Michael's perusing around the aisles while you guys are at work and prepping for my work week. So, until I see you guys again next time, take care. Have the rest of a good night. And what's that last thing? The hell? Paint on my arm. What's that last thing we always say? When we go, what's that thing? How would you spell it out? Wow! Says Harry Fairy Faye. On that note, good night, guys.